Welcome back to On the Rise, the latest CanMNT news, and today we have another CanMNT done deal as Marco Bustos has completed his transfer to Swedish First Division side in IFK Varnamo. This is a huge deal and a very exciting move for the 26-year-old Canadian attacking midfielder, and of course the Pacific FC star and really club legend, and going to be a legend of the CanPL for a long time. Was brilliant in the Canadian Premier League from day dot, and he was brilliant. Really just an amazing player to watch in the Canadian Premier League, but has now earned a much deserved transfer abroad to the Swedish First Division in IFK Varnamo. They've officially announced it on their official site and page, and this is an amazing transfer for Marco Bustos, who is rumored to sides throughout Sweden, other teams other than IFK Varnamo. They fought off other competition throughout their league, and as well as sides in the Eredivisie and even in Poland. But this is an amazing move for Marco Bustos. He finds himself a new home within Sweden, and of course, like I said, IFK Varnamo have come out with an official tweet as they have said Canadian attacking midfielder Marco Bustos has signed a 2-year contract with IFK Varnamo. He joins from Pacific FC in the Canadian Premier League, and yes, he does. And this is an amazing deal. His transfer market have already updated it. He has joined IFK Varnamo. The 26-year-old Canadian sits at €400,000 on transfer market. Of course, an attacking midfielder as well as a right winger. Marco Bustos will bring a lot to IFK Varnamo and could have maybe a breakout season or two with the club. And who knows, could potentially move on for bigger or better things. Give him a year or even two and could have a bigger and better transfer. Who knows, maybe even move on to Malmo FF. It's always a step in the right direction. And this is an amazing news for Marco Bustos. Really, you look at his career, it's always gone up in the right trajectory. What he's done in the Canadian Premier League has been absolutely brilliant. With Pacific FC since February 2020, having 63 appearances at 15 goals, as well as with Valor, 27 appearances, 8 goals. In the past couple of seasons, he has been brilliant. Just looking at his stats with Pacific for his 3 seasons. His first year at Pacific, going 10 matches, 10 starts for 5 goals and 3 appearances. 8 goal contributions in 10 matches is fantastic. The next season, having 17 appearances when they did win the league for Pacific, having 7 goals and 6 assists. As well as the next season, the last year in the Canadian Premier League for Marco Bustos, tallying 28 appearances with 25 starts, going 2,200 minutes, having 2 goals and 6 assists. IFK Varnamo are getting a very exciting, explosive winger and attacking midfielder with a great eye in the final third at creating chances and progressing the ball. Marco Bustos is a very exciting Canadian player and a winger. For me, it is a very outside shot at him getting involved with the CanMNT. Yes, there's going to be a huge question involved with this transfer. Does it push him into CanMNT chances, into the placement, into even consideration for John Herdman? For me, it's a very outside shot. But no matter what, this is an amazing transfer for depth-wise for the Canadian men's national team, and just a huge transfer for Marco Bustos in general. Getting a transfer to the Swedish side is only going to improve himself and could even push on for another transfer, like I did say, guys. And this is a huge move, even for the Canadian Premier League. To get more exports, to get some of their biggest players, to even get some huge transfers like this, is always going to improve a new and exciting young league like the Canadian Premier League. But Marco Bustos being a huge depth player on the CanMNT is such an exciting thing to see. We have so many talented and exciting wingers on the Canadian men's team. Look at Tajon Buchanan, Alphonso Davies, Theo Corbeanu, Liam Miller, even Luca Koleosho. The list keeps going on. And the fact if we get a couple injuries, Marco Bustos is there to be called upon, which I'm sure he'll be killing it for IFK Varnamo in the Swedish First Division. It's a huge piece and addition to have, to keep getting more depth pieces playing in decent sides in Europe. It's always a huge spot for your national team to when you have depth pieces who are not even consideration, because he won't really fully be considered by John Herdman as we have so much young talent coming through. But the fact that if we have a couple injuries, a couple suspensions or anything like that, and Marco Bustos is still there to be called upon, it's a huge boost for the Canadian national side, where years gone by, a guy playing for IFK Varnamo in Marco Bustos would be a lock, a star player. Now he is there for depth piece, which is still an amazing thing for him to have, and for the nation of Canada going into future competitions. He could even be called up for the Gold Cup as just a player who's on the squad. Yes, maybe we just don't get some players who don't want to be called up, don't want to be called from their squads. maybe a Alphonso Davies can't make it, or a Jonathan David looking to lock down a transfer who don't want to get injured. Fair play. Marco Bustos is still going to be there to be called upon. Yes, there's other players, but it's still an amazing depth piece. It's a huge transfer for the Canadian Premier League, an amazing move for Marco Bustos to land at IFK Varnamo. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. You guys think he should be considered for the CanMNT? What you guys think of his transfer in general, what you guys think of his time in the Canadian Premier League for both Valor and, of course, Pacific FC. Let me know all your guys' general thoughts down below in the comments. But for me, guys, it's an amazing move, and he is a very outside shot at the Canadian men's national team, but a huge depth piece if injuries do occur. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Make sure to drop a sub down below and hit that like button as well, guys. I'll see you for the next one. Peace.